Hello again, guys. In this video I would like to show you my collection of vintage Avon jewelry. Now I started collecting Avon jewelry about 4 or 5 months ago, and what started my collection is this little pair of heart-shaped earrings right here. I found these earrings in one of those jewelry grab bags they have at the Goodwill, and I knew they were vintage because there's nothing quite like this in any of the catalogs recently, and I could tell just by the size and the weight of them that they were vintage, also by the size of the butterfly clasp. And these, I would say that these are probably late 80s, early 90s, but I don't know exactly what year they're from. Now, after I found these earrings, I just began researching vintage costume jewelry in general, not specifically Avon. And I came across this website that actually has the catalog pages just of jewelry starting from 1965 all the way to 1987. So I started looking through them, and I started looking for some of the pieces that I liked from those pages on eBay. So except for the little heart-shaped earrings, all of these pieces come from eBay, and they're very inexpensive. So if you want to start collecting vintage costume jewelry, the Avon costume jewelry from the 60s and 70s is certainly a good starting point, because you're going to get some very pretty pieces and it's not expensive at all. So the first piece I'd like to show you is called the Daisy pin, and what this was used for is to hold the Glace perfume. So what you would do is you would open this up and you would insert the solid perfume in here, and if you wanted to touch up your scent throughout the day, you could do so. Now again, this is from 1968, and look at the quality of this. There's no chipping of the enamel, no flaking, no fading of the color. Look at that. It's intact. And it's larger than I thought. And that's the thing, a lot of the pieces are larger than I thought they were going to be. So this is from 1968, and here's the original box for that. As you can see, it has a lot of wear. Avon Perfume Glace Daisy pin. Now my next piece is from 1972. Again, this is 38 years old, and look at the condition. There's no flaking of the enamel, no fading of the silver tone. The stone is not loose at all. It's very firmly in there. And this was a pin. Oh, this is called the Moonwind pin. And this is a pin, or you could, and it's also a scarf clip so that you can hold your scarf in place. Again, from 1972. And here's the original box for that. Now my next piece is from 1973, and this is the Granada Pendant. Again, look at the quality of this and the size of it. This is one of those that I thought was going to be smaller than it is, and it's got this really pretty gold tone filigree around the teardrop stone, which is a red-orange. There's absolutely no fading of the color. The prongs are very loose. The stone is very firmly in there. This stone is not going anywhere. The chain is very substantial. It's not one of those thin chains that you get today, and it's kind of squarish. It's very nice, and this stone just pops against bright colors. I don't know if oops, it's hard to do these things with one hand, but I don't know if the camera can see how well that color pops against the blue, but it's really pretty, and it's totally 70s. I can totally see this with one of those maxi dresses they used to have back then, and it's just a beautiful piece. I really like this is one of my favorite pieces to wear. Now my next piece is this necklace, and this is from 1987. And this is called the Cosmopolitan Necklace, and it is definitely 80s. And if you can believe it, this also came in red and black. Now that would totally date it as the 80s if you were to wear that today. I think this one, because the colors are so neutral, is a lot more wearable. The only problem with this is that the clasp is broken, so I'm gonna have to fix that before I can wear it. So that's from 1987, and here is the original box for that. Cosmopolitan Collection necklace. Now my last piece is this pin, which is not exactly vintage, although I guess a lot of people would consider it vintage, but this is from 1994. And Avon used to commission jewelry designers like Kenneth J. Lane or Jose Maria Barrera to do special collections for them. This particular piece was designed by Jose Maria Barrera, and it's from the Roman Holiday collection. And this was a pin, or you could also insert a chain and wear it as a pendant. Now this thing is huge. It's the size of the palm of my hand. And I can't imagine wearing it as a pendant. It's heavy and it's too big. And I can't imagine wearing it as a pin either. I mean, it's really wide. There are no lapels wide enough for this, thank God. But I'm going to figure out a way to wear it anyway. Maybe at the waist with a little dress or something. And now the collections that were designed by these famous designers and that are signed by them and also marked Avon, those can get very expensive, especially if you have the full set. This one came with a pair of earrings, but the seller I bought it from didn't have the earrings, and I can't imagine how large the earrings must be if the pendant is this big. But again, these can get quite expensive, so this is definitely the most expensive piece in my collection, although because it was only the pin, I really didn't pay that much for it. Oh, and back to my 80s necklace. This one came with a pair of matching earrings, which I haven't been able to find. Not that I would wear them anyway, but it would be nice to have the complete set. And so here's the box for the Roman Holiday pin, right here. So again, if you're interested in starting a vintage jewelry collection, but you don't want to spend a lot of money on some of the more expensive designer pieces, then Avon is certainly a very good starting point. You're going to get some very nice pieces and very nice quality. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.